Hello and welcome to the final tutorial. This one shouldn't go on as long as the others. We've covered already making two different parts, our glasses frame and the arm, and now we're actually going to look at how we create an assembly. So a pair of glasses, this is an assembly of several parts. Oh, they're a bit dirty. And so let's move right on to that. Okie dokes. So here we are in Inventor. Before, when we've created a new part, we've gone to a part. Today we're going to do an assembly. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is place our parts. So we're going to go up to this Assemble tab, Place. And we need to find where we've saved them. So I'm in St. Michael's, Year 10, CAD. And here we go, we've got part 1. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to place that once. So I'm just going to click once. Okay, then I need to right click and press OK. Otherwise it's going to keep repeating that same part every time I click. And now we're going to place, let's go, the same process. Part 2, the arm, open, and I need 2 of these. So I'm going to click 1 and 2. Right click and OK when you're done. And here we are. Now, what we now need to do is apply what we call constraints. So a constraint will lock one part to another part. So at the moment, all of these parts move freely in three-dimensional space. Now what we need to do is we need to tell them to join together. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just explain to you these different types of constraints. So not joints, guys, constraints. So a joint would imply that it flexes and moves. A constraint is solid. So basically there are 2 types. So if I hover over here, this one says mate and this one says flush. So all right, everyone have a little giggle. So when you have a mate, the 2 parts touch together, okay? When 2 faces touch each other, okay? Something that's flush is when 2 parts align together, okay? So they align. That's flush. This is mate. Okay, back to Inventor. So here's what we're going to do. We might start with, we're going to start with a flush. Now I'm going to navigate around the edges of my work here. And this is what I was aiming for. I'm going to make the little protrusion of the notch there. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit closer. That little face there be flush with the face of my glasses. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, we want to click apply, otherwise we're going to keep editing and things are going to change. It's going to be very annoying, so click apply. Now, I'm just going to close this and we're going to move away the arm that we're not editing with. And I'm going to show you the difference. So now these 2 parts, they're not connected, but they move together. We need to apply 2 more constraints. Think of X, Y, and Z in three-dimensional space. We've got to apply 3 constraints in total. So here we go. The next one that we're going to do is we could apply what could we do? I think we could mate a surface here. So let's have our mate selection on. And this could be a little bit tricky to navigate to. I'm going to change my view. So I'm going on my top corner there. I'm zooming all the way in and I'm looking for, actually I might go up on my underside view like that. So I'm going to zoom in again. Whoops, I'm zooming out. There we go. All right. So I'm looking for that bit up there. Can we get a little closer? There we go, that's it. Alrighty, so I'm going to click on this as my first face. All right, now I'm just going to press my home button again. Alrighty, so now what I want to mate that with is, zooming in again, this little face right here. So I'm going to maybe just rotate my cube again. All right, and so I'm going to mate it with this piece here. Cool, that seemed to work pretty well. All right, and apply. Now, just going to press home again, and I'm going to close this out and demonstrate to you what's changed. All right, so the two parts are now even more locked together in 3D space, but they still seem to be somewhat separate. Okay, so we're going to apply a final mate. Okay, now we're going to mate this edge right here with the interior edge of this section here that we can't see right now. So let's go constraint and not a flush but a mate. We're going to click on this edge and we're going to need to rotate our viewer around a little bit. So let's just keep rotating around, so keep viewing that corner there. Okay, so that outer edge, and we want to mate it with that surface in there. So let's zoom in. There we go, and apply. I'm going to close this off. Let's hit home. And let's take a look at what we've done. Cool. So those are now locked together in three-dimensional space. All we have to do now is repeat the process with the other arm. I'm going to drag it up here in position. Okie dokes. So let's go. First off, I'm going to rotate around. We're going to do our flush. So flush surface, the front, and that part in there. Let's see if we can zoom in. There we go. So one of those planes right there. Apply. And just press home there. Let's go with a mate now. So mate. Now we're going to go. I can do this edge right here, and then I'm going to rotate around. So let's use our little navigation cube, rotate around, and onto that little plane right there. Click, apply, and we're just going to get our little home there. So here's another flush that we could use, that top plane there. So that could be our third dimension. We did it probably a tricky way last time. So let's get a flush. And we're going to say this surface here and this surface here and apply. Let's close that out now. And what we should have is, oops, yeah, the glasses. So all finished. Check it out, guys. Pretty rad. All right. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed your introduction to 3D modeling. I'm hoping that these skills will work for you to adapt and modify to create your VR headset. Bye.